Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am Elizabeth Benton. I am the host of the Consistent by Primal Potential podcast. And I wanted to do a quick video on a post that got a lot of traction yesterday on Instagram. Now, if I was any good at YouTube, and I'm not yet, I would pull up the post here and put up the pictures, but you'll just have to go find me on Instagram at Elizabeth Benton and check it out. So I posted on Instagram a handful of pictures from when I was near my heaviest, over 350 pounds. And I posted them along with some current pictures to contrast the big shift, the biggest shift that has happened between being somebody who was massively overweight, clinically obese, clinically morbidly obese, for decades, not just for a couple of bad years. I mean, I was a heavy kid, a morbidly obese teenager, a morbidly obese young adult, struggling always. But here's the interesting thing. It wasn't like I was in this place where I don't care, it doesn't matter. When I was at my heaviest, I was always trying to lose weight. I was always on a diet or searching for the next diet or trying to do better. And I put up this post to share the biggest shift that has happened between then and now. And it's not about my exercise routine, and it's not about my nutrition. The primary shift that is responsible in the largest part for the changes that I've made to my health and my life and my physical body is my perspective. And there are a lot of different components of that, including overcoming all or nothing thinking and really being somebody who looks for what I can do instead of letting myself off the hook because of something I can't do. Like, I don't have time to do this, so what's the point? I've really overcome the perspective that talked me into all or nothing thinking and considering some things as too small to make a difference, so what's the point in trying? But there's one thing that I really wanted to highlight, and that's why I'm doing this video. Bear with me because I suck at YouTube and video, but I will get better. I used to see my food choices and my movement or exercise decisions through the lens of weight loss. Like, is this going to help me lose weight, or is this going to contribute to me gaining weight? If I do this workout, like, what's the workout that's going to help me lose the most weight the fastest? Everything was through that lens. Now, the challenge with that is that very few of those decisions, if any at all, produce an immediate result for weight loss. Like, it's very, very unlikely that I'm going to eat a cookie and then notice that my jeans are tighter, or eat a cookie and gain 3 pounds. And similarly, it's very unlikely that I'm going to skip the cookie and immediately feel smaller or lose weight or notice some sort of difference maker there. And so because of that, when I saw all of these different things through the lens of how's it going to impact my weight and my pursuit of weight loss, it was very, very easy to make excuses. It was very easy to decide, well, this isn't really going to make a difference. This isn't going to move the needle, and so it's okay. If I were debating, should I have this cookie or not have this cookie? I mean, it's not going to really be a significant driver of if I lose weight or if I don't. Even if I retain a little water from having this cookie, I can undo that by being better tomorrow. And that's true. That's real. So I found that I was always in this position of like, well, what's the point? Because it's not really going to make a difference. Or I can start tomorrow because today has such a small impact on this overall goal that I had of wanting to lose well over 100 pounds. And so from that perspective, it drove inconsistency. It was so easy to make excuses and decide that it was kind of inconsequential. The workout, the food, abstaining from the food. And what has shifted and made such a huge impact is that now, sure, weight is a factor. I understand that if I eat in certain ways that it will have an impact on my weight. But now I consider my food and my movement primarily from many other perspectives. One of the big ones for me is energy. I'm a mom. I have 3 young kids. I have 2-year-old twins and a 3-year-old. And I know that if I eat certain things, if I eat in a certain way, I have a lot more energy. And if I eat other things or I eat in another way, I have way less energy. For example, if we go out for breakfast, sure, pancakes sound great. And maybe my kids are having pancakes, but I know for sure that if I have pancakes for breakfast, it's not about weight loss. It's not about weight gain. I know that 2 hours later, I'm going to want a nap. And 2 hours later, or maybe even an hour later, I'm going to be hungry again. That's not going to satisfy me for very long. And that's going to be frustrating. And it's going to make it easier for me to overeat or feel distracted. I'm going to be trying to get work done and I'm going to be like, I'm hungry. I just ate, but I'm hungry. So I'm making decisions from how's this going to impact my energy? How's this going to impact my ability to focus? How's this going to impact the way that I feel in my body? See, sometimes if I eat too much sugar, I eat processed foods, I feel more anxiety, or maybe I feel more bloated or just like thicker, fluffier. Maybe it means that I have trouble sleeping. I've noticed that if I have sugar or alcohol, I don't sleep as well as I do when I avoid sugar and alcohol. So I'm looking at these choices through the lens of how's this going to impact my energy? How's this going to impact my mood? How's this going to impact my anxiety, my ability to focus, my hunger? I definitely don't want to eat and then feel hungry an hour later. And I grew up feeling that. I would have orange juice and cereal for breakfast, and I would think something was wrong with me because 30 minutes later, I was legitimately hungry again. Now I want meals that really satisfy me so I don't have this nagging sensation of hunger that distracts me and forces me in a position of having to make more decisions about food than I have to. So when I look at movement from the standpoint of, is this going to help me lose weight? Well, you know what? Going for a walk this morning might not really move the needle, but you know what it will do? It's going to increase my energy. It's going to boost my mood. It's going to help me have more bandwidth for the stress of being a mom, for the stress of being a business owner. So it's supportive of consistency in a way that my other perspective of seeing all of my food and exercise choices through the lens of weight loss, that was supportive of inconsistency because it was very easy to justify given that it wouldn't have a significant impact on my weight. Now, over time, sure, but I wasn't considering it over time. I wasn't looking at, well, am I saying I can have a cookie every day? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about a cookie right here today. I'm just talking about skipping a workout today. I'm not talking about every day for the rest of my life. I'm not talking about it being a habit. I'm just talking about it right now. Perspective is the driver of our choices. It is the creator of our habits. It is the unsung hero of any kind of change. If you want to really understand why you make the choices you make, look no further than the perspective you have on it. That is the single greatest impact on our choices. And certainly it has had the greatest impact on my ability to change my lifestyle, even with having kids, even when losing a child, even when having two babies in the NICU and on life support and in critical condition and running a business and having 3 toddlers at home. Perspective is everything. This is something we talk about a ton on the podcast. We'll talk about it more and more here on YouTube, but I just wanted to share that difference maker that when I was thinking of everything from the perspective of how does this impact my weight, it was very easy to be inconsistent. It was very convenient to justify excuses and exceptions and putting things off. When I see things through a much broader and more comprehensive and holistic perspective, how does it increase my energy? Does it increase my energy? How does it impact my mood, my ability to focus, my hunger or satiety? All of these different things, it has made it dramatically easier to be consistent and make choices that align with my goals. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be doing more of this and I will get better at it. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you soon.